I almost messed up and I almost played the wrong thing. Hi, everybody. Hello. I hope that you've had a good day. I hope you had a good night. I hope you had a good yesterday. Welcome to a surprise stream, even kind of to myself. It's not going to be a very long stream. We're only here for a couple things. First of all, Nature Gaming, thank you for the 16 months. And Chiharu, thank you for the 18 months of Prime. I appreciate you. It may look the same, but we are technically in a different server. Today, we are on NoPixel Brazil. A couple days ago, the NoPixel Brazil team reached out to me and asked if I could help them with setting up and understanding the medical mechanics and stuff. And the thing about the medical mechanics is that they're a lot easier to explain in person. Like I've thought, like, there are some things that it's easier to explain, you know, like over chat and stuff, but then there are some things where it's like, yeah, but like this thing that you click, it's this. So the medical staff have brought over Kiki and Veronica. You know what's interesting is this Kiki looks slightly different from the other Kiki. I think her lips are bigger and her cheeks are a little maybe fuller. I tried to match. There's no Jasons, so I had to make her last night. I'm like, and Veronica just texted me, or not texted, Veronica just DM'd me, like, looking at V, it maybe slightly messed up her face. You were in, but now you're having tech issues? Oh no, what tech issues are you having? Oh no. I figured I'd come in a few minutes early to kind of just settle. I made Kiki last night, and when I made her at midnight. You can't connect? Uh-oh. That might be a 5M thing. Oh shit. Keep trying, my dude. Steams, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate you. I'm hiding up here for now. I have a confession. I am the worst Brazilian. I don't know my own language. I am the worst. You're having handshaking issues? Oh god, keep trying, my dude. Keep trying, I believe in you. But I made Kiki last night, and I couldn't live with not having her tattoos, so I ran from the apartments to the tattoo parlor in Vespucci. Would I like to be written in? No. No, thank you. Please, keep it English. For my own sake. I thought about whether to stream this or not, but I figured this is pretty neat. I've never had an opportunity like this before, and I wanted to remember it, so I wanted a VOD of it for my own, like, you know, my own personal collection. But I think it's pretty neat that they're helping us help them do this, and I think it's pretty cool. Apparently the server for Brazil went live 4 days ago, I think. It was during my stream a couple days ago, and I was like, I cannot help right this second because I am streaming. And they were like, it's okay, we are too. Let's see. So let me pull up. Let's see how different. Let's see how well I replicated the replication of Kiki's face, just for my own, just for laughs. Where is it? Here we go. Let me pull up my reference sheet that I have. You know, I don't think I did too bad. I think I did pretty okay. Could also be this lighting, but I had a moment where I forgot what color I made her eyes. So let's see if I did it right. I think I did it right. I think I got it right. Let me see. Possibly. Yeah, I think I got it right. She looks fine. Good enough. Oh my god, she's hideous. They look... Yeah, they do look identical. I think I did a good job, considering it was midnight and, So, I got into server, at around, I think, 11:30 my time, and I made Kiki, and I was going through like, what is she gonna wear? Oh wait, it's summer, I shouldn't dress her like it's winter. Their resets are at midnight for me instead of 2 a.m. So all of a sudden, after like 45, actually I don't think it was 11:30 exactly, but I believe I spent about 45 minutes making her, and as I was about to finish, the server reset. So I had to do it again. I was like, I hate everything. I hate this so much. But it's okay. We're fine. Kiki is here. Everything is fine. Kiki is in Brazil. She did tell a couple people that she was going to Brazil today, mostly because there were people that were like, I want to get trained by you, and Kiki was like, I can't train you today because I need to make sure that I leave in time to go do this thing. So, what the heck? Why are locals the way they are? You can still wear winter clothes, but you're dying from heat 100%. Yeah, no, heck that. We're gonna wear this. My only gripe, you know those really cute, like, high-waisted jeans that have, like, the buttons, like, down here, and they're really, really nice, and they go really well with this outfit? They have holes right here. Hello, ma'am? You good? Oh, I see. Ladies, please, you're both pretty. Let's not. But, it does fix it. Oh, but she is still... Alright, she's not doing that thing anymore. Okay. Ladies, enough. You can't both be in the window, accept that. We're fine. Anyway. The people that we're going to be working with today, they seem lovely, and I'm very excited. So, I ran away from the airport initially because I wanted to do my intro. I love that there's a spawn point here now. This makes it much better. And then earlier I went to go remake this outfit in NoPixel NA, I guess. And in our main server, and as I woke up, the server shut down, and I was like, well, this is fine, everything's fine. But look, our oh my god, our background is still our background. I love that for us. Aw, we have no contacts and no, oh my god, we lost everything. We have a different SIM card. Also, they give you food now when you start up? Like, we didn't get food when we made Kiki in 4.0, but now we have food. They give you food and drink when you make a character. What the heck, dog? I didn't get any of that shit. Wonder if the local speech is localized for players. It is not. Because I hear English. State ID 1979? Yeah, I saw that. And I just made her last night. The server's also only been live for like 4 days. They got told Kiki is a bozo, so they provided food. What the heck? I feel bullied? How dare you bully me? I hate you. I don't hate you. I'm sorry. Don't bully. I don't hate you. I'm sorry. I don't.
Please visit the food court and pick up some food for your flight.
We did already add this entry to the journal for Winston, though. What is this? really good. Like, that's a beautiful shot. Seems about right. Los Santos is Los Santos no matter where you go. Oh my god.
Please pay the $100 baggage fee per bag when checking in.
Oh man. Okay, I did. I love that this is the first thing we see. The fire looks really good though. Props to the devs for how good the fire looks. Like, look at that. It's great. I love everything about it. All right. Oh. Oh, it's not Veronica. Okay. I did want to check something. What did I want to check? Okay. So, group 6 items in people's inventories. I managed to figure that out. I'm gonna struggle. But it's fine, everything's fine. Everything is fine. I'm just waiting for Veronica. I hope that... Is Mel still here? Are you still having problems handshaking? Oh no.
Los Santos International Airport is a no-smoking facility.
Are my... No, they're not. But hi, chat. Hello. Again, this isn't going to be a super long stream. We're only going to stream for, like, this, and then we'll head out. I don't expect we're going to be helping them forever in a day. Just a couple hours. But I might hop back onto our main server after this. I might not. We'll see. But this is a pretty neat opportunity. I like it a lot. Yes, the first few bit of it is gonna be us waiting here. But I'm okay with that. You needed this today? Well, you're welcome. Monday surprise stream? Monday surprise stream in Brazil. We're just doing a cheeky little trip to South America and back again. What's hilarious is I think my prio in this server is better than my prio in the normal server.
Be sure to check out our selection of jewelry, alcohol, chocolate, and Los Santos t-shirts at the gift shop.
Is it a surprise to you, Carlos, master scriptwriter? That's right. Carlos, you scripted this. You should have known this was happening and that this was coming. I don't know. So, fun fact. I am Brazilian. Fun fact. However, I don't speak the language. I am, in fact, the worst. I regret not learning it as a child pretty frequently. I tried to learn it as an adult, and for some reason I learned French and Norwegian better than I learned... Oh, Veronica. Hi.
My face got puffy on the flight.
What do you mean your face got puffy on the flight? You look fine.
A little puffy.
I mean, air pressure. You know, you were in the air for a long time.
Yeah.
I want you to see the first thing that I saw when I looked at Twatter. It's gonna be Gonzalo. It's the twat itself is a bunch of fire emojis.
What in the hell does he do to these things?
I see a motorcycle.
All right.
That was the first thing I saw.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. I
Yeah.
hope they have their fire extinguishers ready.
We're gonna find out.
All right. We're kind of just walking them through everything, right? Like,
Yeah, we're kind of just like walking them through what we've learned over the last month. It's been a month today, Veronica.
yeah, you know what? You know
I
what
just
finally
realized
rusted
that.
away in my locker today?
What?
The tweezers
Wait, from like day one?
from day one.
They take a month?
Yes.
I break that shit in 5 minutes. All right,
You know,
whatever.
good information to know. I'm assuming that's all our supplies. I need to do another test.
You know what? I don't know. So I dropped like 20 splints behind a desk at City Hall. I don't know if they got collected or if they wore away. So, because the next day they were gone.
They might have just kind of turned into garbage and got bagged up by the janitorial staff.
Potentially. Only one way to find out. So scuba tanks are 24 hours and tweezers are a month. That makes sense.
Hey, you! It's been way too long.
I mean, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's like really like press and that's like.
I mean,
Sometimes-
we can tell them things like we've learned with like the various scuffs that we've experienced and shit.
When someone gets stabbed, the diagnostic will say that everything's broken.
Yeah, ignore that shit.
Give them splints, unless they're saying
Mhm.
"ow, my arm, ow, my arm."
Yeah.
In which
You know what
case,
I
let the
learned
doctors
today?
handle it. Hmm?
There is a quick button to just open up your MDT.
Yeah, I just don't have it.
I
set.
didn't know. and then today I was onboarding Jay and I saw it and I went, son of a bitch. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it the same button as some other stuff that I don't need.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I
I don't need to run plates. I'm not a fucking cop.
No, that's fair. You don't need to do that. I forget what I assigned it to. I'll remember it when we get back. I feel like we need to commemorate this moment. You and your puffy face. It's not that puffy though. Why do you think it's so puffy?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like puffier than usual.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like I don't look like me.
I feel like you look fine. I knew you were you when you walked up. And then again, I did hair ID you.
Yeah, it's easy to hair ID me.
Yeah.
And also
yeah.
denim jacket ID.
I almost wore my denim jacket, but I was like, it's supposed to be hot, so.
I get cold very easily.
That's true. That's fair. Okay. I just threw this together. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I had
Even
this
when
in my
it's hot in
closet
the middle
already.
of summer, when have you ever known me to wear shorts and
That's-
t-shirt at
That's
times?
true. That's true. But you also just kind of didn't do that for reasons, but.
Yeah. I mean, now I will, but
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is the car rental guy.
Oh, shit!
I don't have money for that here.
I mean, you could. Oh, I definitely don't have money for that. But hey, the prices went down. This is good to know. I like the new.
$500 my name.
I mean, you have 100 in your pocket, but you means you have 600, but you can't split payments, which is dumb.
The other reason I'm so covered up right now is because I smeared a lot of makeup on my tattoos by accident, and it's not gonna come off until I go home.
Ah, I see. I couldn't stand that. So I've already gotten that taken care of. I said
I
fuck your makeup.
I have far too many to
That's fair. That's fair.
take off all that makeup.
That's fair. At least they're free now. Hmm. Do you think these will be the prices back home too?
Somehow I doubt it.
Well, we are gonna find out later. Because now I'm curious.
Shower now. I promise you won't get a UTI.
Hmm. Alright, I don't have the number of the person who's picking us up.
Yeah, I
Fucking amateurs. I'm gonna need me some more meds.
I know what I'll do. My lips look huge today. Perfect. I have to sneeze. Okay. You look high! Oh my god.
I'm giving the thumbs up. I hate the expression I make when I give a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Could have done this too, but you still look a little.
I can't wait. Perfect. I'll post that in the screenshots for you guys because it's very fun. You look high. I can't get over this.
Haven't done that in about 5 years.
Same, which is why I'm like, damn, girl.
Weed back door.
Someone offered me weed this morning back home.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm assuming they were slinging in Vespucci.
Probably.
And I walked past them, and they were like, "Are you a cop? Are you a snitch?" I'm like, "I'm the deputy chief of EMS."
I am neither, but I am this.
I'm like, "No, I'm 5 years sober."
Yeah, and that's when they go, oh,
And
that
then
means
they-
it's a
then
perfect
they-
time to party.
Then he gave me his name.
Who was it?
Some guy named Luis.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm just like, no, I'm not a snitch, nor do I do drugs.
Jazz, thank you for the
so-
10 months. I appreciate you. Yeah. I mean, we could just start walking to the hospital until they're like, wait, we're here. Let me just
Sure.
put myself in the yellow pages just in case. Hi. I'm just gonna put hi. Perfect. Alright.
It's gonna be the safest way for us to go.
This way and then...
I mean, we could always try the tram.
We could.
You wanna suck my cock?
We
If they
really
ask where
could.
we are. We're defying death today.
True.
Right before I boarded my flight, had a bit of a tram issue back home.
What do you mean you had a tram issue?
So myself, Patrick, and some other lady were on the tram, and Patrick got yeeted off of it.
Oh. I mean, the tram is just down there if you want to try it.
Do we want? I don't know if we should risk it. Would, however, get us where we need to go.
It would get us to the hospital that much faster, yes. But also, how would it look if the chiefs from North America came over and had to be taken to the hospital because they took the train?
I think it'd be kind of funny.
It would be very funny. It's like, hey, now that we're here, we'll walk you through this shit.
We'll walk you through what you need to do.
Yeah. One thing I don't. So apparently, there's Louise was saying that there's a like web version of the MDT, so you can access it like offline, like when you're not on duty.
Wait, like the police have access to that?
Yeah, it would be nice if we did.
I thought we were supposed to get access to
I thought so too. I might ask.
because it'd be nice.
It would be
if we
nice,
could.
especially right now, because I think they also want SOP assistance. but I don't know how their SOP is different from ours.
Yeah. Because like I haven't updated like the overarching document in a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we could just
So-
access it offline, that might be easier. Mm.
I love your look, by the way.
Who it is?
I also noticed that the phone numbers here start with like 550.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at
So
that.
it's-
I did have to put a different SIM card in to make it work.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes when you travel internationally anyway.
Yeah.
You just get a temporary phone.
Hello.
Hey there. See, I told you we would.
Oof. Question for you.
Hmm.
Our contract with Mosley's, do you think we'll continue it after this month?
So when we started the contract with Mosley's, they were the only one.
Yeah.
I forget who was talking to me last night, but they were saying that Nino Chavez was saying something about potentially starting a lawsuit.
Oh, about what?
The contract.
Our contract.
Because essentially because of how Mosley's went about it, because they were the only auto shop at the time.
I mean, they weren't the only auto shop at the time. There were a couple others.
I think Popular was just starting to pick up steam or something.
Mm.
But I forget who it was, but somebody said to me last night that Nino Chavez was potentially gonna be suing, I think, Mosley's over it.
But, like, they don't work for us. Does Nino
No.
work at a different mechanic shop and he's
I
just
think so.
upset
I
that
think
he
he
can't
works at
repair
Popular.
ambulances? Ah, I see. I mean, it's kind of weird to sue someone over someone else's contract when that someone else didn't ask you to.
Well, I don't think it's about us. I think it's about the business side of it, of monopolizing
Mm.
emergency vehicle repairs. I can't for the life of me remember who said it.
Apparently, PD didn't sign exclusivity, and she wasn't happy about that.
Oh.
Yeah. They signed a contract, but they didn't want to be exclusive.
Well, here's my thing. And she's probably not going to be happy about it, but I don't think we should go back to exclusivity.
I don't think so either.
I would like to work out a contract with each mechanic shop on what they can offer us, what deal they can offer us.
Yeah,
But under
especially if we can get a budget where we set up a tab, that would be even better. But that's like
Yeah,
a perfect
with the
world kind of
understanding
thing.
that, like, you're not the only mechanic shop we can go to because we have different needs at different times,
Yeah.
and Mosley's isn't always going to have
I-
mechanics around.
I don't think that we should do it with every mechanic shop because I heard there's like 30 of them or some shit at this point.
I think
Just maybe the main
Mosley's
ones.
Popular, and then there's another one, but I forget where.
There's one Malton works at one of them, but I'm kind of hesitant on Malton right now because of the whole Rami shit.
Mm.
Because apparently Malton came around at one point, like
Yeah, Charlotte was
yesterday.
telling me.
Yeah. He was like asking questions about the emergency lane.
Charlotte was telling me about that.
Yeah, I'm a little reluctant on Malton right now.
Well, he's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the man did abandon us on an aircraft carrier.
Is that our ride?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what anyone looks like.
Hello.
Have you seen like two women? I'm waiting on two women to arrive.
Are you from the hospital?
Yes.
Hello, I'm Kiki. This is Veronica.
Oh,
Hi.
that's great. Feel free to hop in.
Awesome.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Victor.
Victor, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Sorry, we started walking and talking because we were like, we also have some business to talk about.
Figures. It's okay. I was like, I'm just gonna go around and honk. Maybe I'll
It's
find him.
okay.
Glad I found you.
Yeah, glad to meet you. Thanks for picking us up. We did consider taking the train, but we have bad experiences back home with the train. So I was like, I don't think it would look good if we arrived at the hospital because they had to pick us up because we crashed.
Can you imagine?
I mean, that'd be something. It'd be a good teaching opportunity, I guess.
True.
So
Yeah,
how's the
not
hospital
wrong.
been treating you?
I'm not gonna lie. It's
Not a thing to
been
4 months.
stressful, and I took
Yeah.
the wrong turn. It's been stressful. But you know, when I first started med school, I already knew it was gonna be stressful.
Yeah, it was stressful for us at first as well, but we've kind of worked out ways to kind of mitigate that for ourselves. So we are happy to pass that along. We've had a month
thank
with
you
it. You've
very
had
much.
like 5 days.
That's true. Yeah. And how's it been going for you guys back home?
It's been good. There's been a lot of oh, well, I guess this is actually how this is. What we just learned today that apparently tweezers are good for an entire month.
Mm-hmm.
She was
really?
keeping tweezers in her locker, and they only just now rusted, and they're a month old.
Oh my! And did you guys have to use it?
So EMS don't typically use the tweezers. Those are more for doctors because we don't really remove bullets on scene.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the doctors have had to use them a few times because the locals.
The locals are
have been
spicy.
getting very,
Oh.
very shooty.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone here is figured you probably don't have that problem yet. When people sell weed, some of the locals don't really like that they're selling weed, so they just shoot them.
Oh my God! No,
Yeah.
it hasn't happened. I mean, not that I know of.
Yeah, you probably haven't had time for people to figure out the weed game yet.
Thankfully, I suppose. I don't want to see addicts all around.
I know, right?
Let's see.
Darthton, thank you for
We
the
go, I
16
don't know
months.
how it's been for you guys, but we go to Senor Buns about 10 times an hour.
Yeah, Senior Buns is our hot spot. We have one medic who we call the ambassador of Senior Buns because he's there so often.
Oh my! So senior buns, the thing there, we have multiple people there that keep threatening each other for some reason. I'm not sure if it happens back home with you guys as well, but it's quite a violent place.
Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of fights and a lot of stabbings.
Same.
Yeah,
Okay, that's okay.
just Senior
That's
Bun
relatable.
things. I guess no matter where you go, Senior Buns
Yes.
is Senior Buns.
No matter where.
The first
Happy-
picture I saw on Twitter when getting here was a fire at the bank.
A fire at the bank?
Yeah, some guy took a selfie and I think it was an exploded motorcycle at the Bay City Bank.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that checks.
I hope everyone's fine.
I'm sure he's fine.
Okay, we're at the hospital.
Perfect. People already have medium-sized trucks.
Our first day back in the city, we had no ambulances and had to ride with PD to
Yep.
every call, and I was the only medic for.
You guys
Oh,
have
few
no
hours.
ambulances?
Yeah, not for a few days.
My goodness.
And now we only have 5. Well, right now we technically
We
have
have
4.
some.
Oh yeah, because one kind of
Yeah.
locals decided they wanted it, so.
Oh my. Well, you guys feel at home, please. If you need anything, if you don't understand anything, you need me to translate, let me know.
I would love that,
As you
thank
can
you.
see, it's quite busy right now.
Oh yeah, same.
Ora.
This is familiar.
Fala, pessoal de Vanilla.
Isso, a gente vai fazer o
Quite busy.
check-in mais rápido hoje, porque nossos médicos eles vão estar ocupados, então você vai ser
Alright.
atendido pelo nosso médico de triagem, que também é um médico muito bom.
As you guys can see, we also have like people at the desk,
Oh yeah,
like
we have the
doing some
same.
sort of triage. I don't know how to say that in English.
que eu tenho pra te vender, Jay?
Triage,
This
yes,
is This is Yoko, the
Kaique, eu acho melhor
current
você
responsible
acompanhar eles,
for
mesmo você não entendendo, se tiver alguma coisa
directing the
importante
hospital
ali, talvez seja bom
and
você ficar por
whatnot.
perto, seja pelo menos apresentar.
Yoko, essas são
meet you.
nossas
Vai embora.
convidadas aí, estão vindo lá de fora. Eu esqueci o nome delas, mas você ignora essa parte.
Nice to
Não,
meet
não, já
you.
tem gente suficiente lá. A gente tem que ficar aqui, por favor.
Dr. Yoko. My English is so bad, but I'm gonna try, okay?
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I completely, you're good. Don't worry. We're
And
guests.
this is Kiki. He's currently I don't want to say head,
Quando a gente
but yeah, he's kind of in charge of EMS as of right now.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Kiki. This is Veronica. We're the chief and deputy chief.
é pra poder enrolar a pessoa e
There you go.
Hello,
É
guys.
Verônica e
Welcome to the Los Santos.
Los Santos Medical Group. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to helping you guys out. We've learned a lot over the last month. It's been so much.
Gotta learn from the best, right?
I wouldn't know if we're the best, but we've certainly suffered through everything. So if we can ease that suffering, well, some of it has been suffering. If we can ease that for you by giving you the tips and tricks that we've learned, please.
We appreciate it. You know, it's part of the job. But yes, if it can be eased somehow, it's for the best, right?
Yeah.
É.
Apparently, the reason Veronica is so quiet is she has suddenly lost her hearing. Good job, dude.
E aí vocês vão ser atendidos pelo nosso médico de
Oh
triagem.
shit.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She's fine. Don't worry,
Aliens
she's good.
everywhere. É.
This is fine.
Faz o check-in aqui com
We're good. We're good.
cada vez.
É, a gente...
Yeah,
Okay,
she had a headache. She'll be back.
I believe your EMS clearance has been transferred over. If you want to check that.
Dá
I'll take a
licença.
look.
Pera aí,
Hoje eu tô
moço,
bem
pera aí.
maravilhoso, eu só
Sorry.
quero uma bandagem. Opa, doutor.
Let's
Beleza,
see.
Nolan? As bandagenzinhas aqui por mão.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah.
Ih, não tem dinheiro.
We good?
Carteira sim.
Yes.
Ah, haha.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I see everything. Okay. Oh, that's
É,
interesting.
a gente tem uma salinha ali, se ela quiser.
Eu acho que é melhor.
É até melhor e mais silencioso.
É porque eu tô
I can
ouvindo
hear
inglês e
English.
português.
You guys want to go to the exam room?
Yeah,
we can-
sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Quem go? Please follow me. Vamos lá, Bárbara.
Let's go, Barbara.
Oh, we're going over here.
Você precisa ouvir também.
Sana pra lá?
Eu preciso ouvir também.
Precisa.
Que sala é essa? Eu tô ficando confuso.
Tô indo, tô indo. Agora.
Sala de... É tipo uma sala de aula lá.
Mas não é
Eu
aquela
acho
que é
que-
ali atrás?
Não,
Alright.
ela tá errando o caminho.
I love the
The
new.
other
I
side.
love
The
the
other
new.
side.
Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I guess we can go over here. It's fine. It's okay. We still get lost in ours too. People are like, "Where's the bathroom?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Is there a bathroom?
Yeah, yeah.
There is a public
There
bathroom
is.
over by the cafeteria.
I
But there
thought
is
I've- I legit
It's a nice
legit
place right
thought
by
the
the
bathroom
cafeteria.
was the bushes.
I'm gonna grab Veronica real quick.
Okay.
Hi. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Come over here and clock in. Let's go to the exam room.
That was a terrifying headache.
I bet it was. All right, we're good.
Here.
Okay. Let's go.
Eu sou vegano, mas eu sou zen, eu gosto de ter contato com a terra.
Kaique, sai daí,
Here we go.
Kaique. Neste momento você não é criança.
You couldn't hear any of that, could you? So this is Kaiki. He's the
Yeah.
current head of EMS, and then that
Hello.
is Dr. Yoko in the pink. She's head of the hospital.
Você vai... Eu não posso
The one in
junto.
pink.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Nice
Veronica.
to meet you too.
I introduced you for you because you couldn't hear anything. You're welcome.
Yeah, that was
Eu vou ter que
terrifying.
ficar em pé, mais horas em pé.
Where should we start?
I honestly don't know. You
Okay.
guys want me to ask if anyone has
W-
questions?
Yeah, any questions you have, like, what your experience has been, if there's something that you're confused by.
Eu posso traduzir, gente.
Se tiver alguma pergunta,
eu
alguma
tenho.
coisa que vocês querem perguntar, alguma coisa da experiência.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, at least you got punched in the best place to be
No,
punched
no,
at,
no.
if you think
No,
about
no.
it.
No, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Eu
Diga
tenho uma
aí.
pergunta. Eu queria saber, muitas das vezes os pacientes chegam aqui com eu posso dizer, um estado crítico. E aí nós fazemos todo o atendimento, tudo que podemos fazer, mas eles saem daqui da mesma forma crítica. Eu queria saber se esse tratamento eles têm que dar continuidade em casa ou nós conseguimos resolver por completo aqui.
Okay, so Yoko asked, sometimes patients come in a critical condition.
Oh no.
And when they leave,
They're still critical.
Yes. Is there anything we can do about it? Or do they have to, I don't know, treat themselves at home?
So
or
it's
something?
kind of
At
a
home.
mixture of a few things. We are getting the idea that it is not intended and still something that is being looked into. However, the current fix that we have had is a combination of a couple things. If they take it easy for a little while, they generally will be okay. I broke my ribs the other day and I was critical. A couple days later, I'm still not great, but I'm not as critical as I used to be. If people
I'm sorry to
aren't
hear about
getting
that.
better, usually if they see the local doctor at the front desk, that will, like, 9 times out of 10 help.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
help every single
usually-
time, but it does usually at least lessen the pain, if not completely help them out.
Yeah, usually I'll
perfect.
ask people how long they've been feeling like that because
Yeah.
if it's only been a couple hours and their ribs are critically injured, it's kind of like just take it easy for a little bit, and then if a couple days later they come back.
Yeah, if it's been days, I'll recommend the doctor. If it's only been a couple hours, it's like, bruh, stop jumping off buildings and acting like you're immortal. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But we did also have one day where someone had seen the local doctor and they felt better, and then a few hours later, without doing anything crazy, they were feeling like they were before they saw the local doctor. So that is something that even we are still working on.
I see. Yeah, quite confusing. As you first stated, maybe not intended.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's something that's intended. It's something that our doctors have brought up to their head doctor as well, and it is being looked into. So I don't think it's meant to be like that, but the current fix has been stop acting like you're a god, and also if it's been a few days, see the local doctor.
Perfect. Então, a resposta dela foi, olha, manda o paciente ficar de boa, parar de achar que ele é imortal, que ele é um deus, que normalmente isso pode melhorar, né, em algumas horas. E a outra coisa que pode ajudar nessa situação é o médico lá da triagem, né, o Dolan.
Ah,
Dolan?
sim.
Dolan.
É o
É
Nolan.
o que a gente tá fazendo.
Eu acho que o
Aham.
que eu entendi é que, por exemplo, se a pessoa continuar voltando, que é o que acontece, a gente lá na recepção, a gente liga a triagem, deixa essa. Tipo, a pessoa voltou com um
Isso.
estado crítico, a gente liga a triagem lá na frente e deixa a pessoa já. Para não causar mais lotação na emergência, a gente liga a triagem e deixa ela ver se ela melhora através desse tratamento. Senão. É isso?
É isso
Aí eu
mesmo.
posso estar comunicando o
E
pessoal
aí,
lá na
e
frente
aí
dessa situação.
depende de por quanto tempo ela tá lidando com essa situação. Se for algumas horinhas,
Uhum,
pô, para de ficar fazendo estripulia. Se já tem
uhum.
alguns dias, aí o local. Mas mesmo assim não é 100% de chance de que vá funcionar.
Entendi. Eu tenho uma segunda pergunta.
Uhum.
Nós temos 2 medicamentos lá na farmácia que eu não sei para que servem,
Shit.
que são os 2 medicamentos que custam, se eu não me engano, US$ 150. E eu ainda não utilizei porque eu não sei para que serve. Se elas têm alguma dica em quais situações a gente deve usar, porque
Qual,
são os únicos que a gente não usa ainda. Eu só não
qual que
sei
é
o
o nome dos
nome.
medicamentos?
Os únicos que
Tem um
custam.
que é pills e alguma coisa.
É. Posso ver.
Okay.
Okay.
Pergunta se as pílulas.
Okay, so Yoko is asking about like there are two kinds of medical equipment up front that you can buy for
Oh, the bandages and
150
pills?
bucks. Pills and medical supplies, if I'm not mistaken. They don't know for certain the name of it. Do you guys happen to know anything on that regard?
So the bandages are just something that, like, do you mean like the guy like in the lobby, right out front?
Yes.
The bandages are the same as our bandages. They just have to pay for them, whereas we just get them for free. It's kind of like when 5 years ago they would buy a first aid kit. Like it's just a basic thing they can get from anyone. The medical supplies, I'm
Yep,
personally,
this
those.
here.
I personally don't have a lot of experience with them because I can't buy them. I think they're
Wait, you
just for
can't buy
decorating,
them?
aren't? No, I
Yeah,
can't. When I talk to him, I can't buy them.
Are they doctor only?
They might be decoration, I think.
I believe they
Não,
are.
é que não é esse item, é o do Nolan, é os itens dos próprios doutores, que são 2 que são. Custa $150, se não me engano, cada um.
Ela tá explicando isso mesmo.
Não, não é a caixinha, não. É tipo um saquinho. A caixinha eu
É
sei
de
que é pra
decoração.
decoração. Esse
É
também?
decoração. Uhum.
Ah, ok.
É decoração.
Ok, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
E no entanto, eu
Ok,
queria
ok,
saber
ok,
inicialmente,
ok,
assim, pro
ok.
Kaique, quais são os procedimentos iniciais que eles adotam lá
That
pelo
feels familiar.
MS?
Okay, yep, all right, yep.
Okay, now we're moving on to procedures.
All right.
EMS wise, what are the initial procedures one has to, do?
When you say initial, you mean like when treating a patient?
Yes, precisely. On scene, I suppose. It was just asked initial procedures.
So-
I do not know anything about it. I'm a doctor
you're
myself.
good. Don't worry. So we've been calling it the diagnostics tool. We have been treating it as a guide and almost like a conversation piece, because obviously it may tell me that someone got hit by a car, but I don't actually know what their day has been like. So I'll ask them, what have you done? What happened? Our EMS look to see if anything is broken and anything is bleeding. If it is bleeding, we will do what we can to stop the bleeding, whether it's bandages or tourniquets.
Perfect.
At first, it's not as common anymore, but there was a time where the tourniquets would cause what we call jellyfishing, where the body would just suddenly ragdoll after we put the tourniquets on them, and then
I've noticed that.
and then you couldn't get them in the car. It doesn't happen as often anymore, but I still don't use the tourniquets as much as I use the bandages. I use them if the bandages are just not helping.
I see. Okay. Perfect.
If that does happen, the ragdoll effect, do you just ask them to sleep a little bit on the
Yeah,
streets?
they usually have to take a
Okay.
nap, because what'll happen is if you can't get them in the car, they might get stuck to your arm and you can no longer see them.
Ok, ok.
But other
Ah, é
people
sobre
can't.
sobre a noradrenalina que você perguntou, Didi?
Não,
Não,
não.
ainda não.
Sophie.
Ainda não.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as
Um,
often as it used to.
No.
It's a lot less common. It used to be an almost constant thing before. Now it's just every now and then.
Okay, so as a doctor, this has happened to me a few times. Picture the scene. I'm treating a patient. He's laid out on the bed. He starts to getting the.
He starts
how
like
do you- how do
flopping
you call
all
it?
over. We call it
Jellyfish
jellyfishing.
syndrome.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they start flopping all over the place onto the floor and
Yes,
everything, right?
Exactly.
yeah.
So I'm treating the patient instead of in the bed. I'm treating the patient in the floor.
Yeah, no, we've seen that. I've made fun of a few people for how flexible they are. It's been great.
Perfect.
It's usually because of tourniquets. If it happens, it's not always.
I've seen it happen. Usually,
Sometimes they just bleed
in my
out.
experience, in my experience, it happens mostly on head injuries. It does happen
Thank
not
you for the
only with
raid. I hope you had a
tourniquets,
good
but
stream.
with splints as well.
Yes, we did have it with splints too. Our EMS, we don't use the splints unless there's no doctors available. Because what we notice is when we use the splints, the doctors can't see what's broken anymore. So we
Yep.
just do our soft splints like we used to, where we
Okay,
tell them
gotcha.
we're applying the splint, but we don't actually use the hard splint that we get from Mr. Lifeline back there.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
let me just
We use them
pass the
sparingly.
answer. Então, o procedimento do IMS que eles estão
I'm
fazendo
good.
no
Don't
momento
usually stream
inicial
on
é um
Mondays, but
procedimento
this is
de
a pretty cool
diagnóstico,
thing,
é
so I
mais
wanted
de
to stream it.
conversa do que qualquer coisa, principalmente perceber se tem algum tipo de sangramento ou se tem algum osso quebrado. Se tiver sangramento, aplica o tourniquet, né?
Ok.
Qual que é a parte ruim do tourniquet? É que ele pode gerar o que ela chamou, né, de efeito como é
Boneco
que
I
fala?
put us in a
de
unit together and I
boneco
called
de
Boneco de
massinha.
massinha.
and I gave us a B and a back.
Jellyfish. Que é o paciente ficar todo ragdolado lá, todo fudido.
Molinho.
Fica mole e fica com espasmo também.
Isso. Eu tô tomando
E,
a
nesse
liberdade de usar
caso-
esses termos porque elas estão usando esses termos, tá? Pronto.
Tudo bem.
Nesse caso,
pra explicar.
ó, Kaique, só pra você saber, ela falou que se acontecer isso, você tem que pedir pro
My God,
paciente
our bison,
tirar uma soneca, tá?
Tirar
Não
uma
tem
sonequinha.
não tem nada que você
Rockford
possa fazer.
Hills.
É só
Isso.
tirar uma soneca.
E aí ficar atento para esses sangramentos, parar sangramentos,
Well, obviously
né?
they need medical assistance.
Elas preferem utilizar a bandagem do que o torniquete, inclusive, para parar sangramentos.
No,
por conta
South
disso,
America,
por
we're in
conta desse efeito,
Brazil.
que já está bem reduzido na experiência delas, mas que ainda acontece. E com relação a ossos quebrados,
Yeah, we're in the South American
você informa
server.
o paciente de que você está colocando a tala, mas você não coloca de fato a tala, sacou? Você fala, olha, vou colocar a tala, vou imobilizar. Mas você não coloca a tala, porque senão, quando chega aqui, o médico não vê o osso quebrado.
Eu já reparei isso.
We also don't focus on getting them to feeling 100% on scene. We let the doctors handle that part. We just basically focus on the bleeding and focus on the injuries on scene and then put them in the ambulance and let the doctors finish.
Gotcha. O que ela falou é que na cena, né, quando você pega o paciente, isso vocês já estão fazendo, né, mas só para repassar o que ela falou, não trata o paciente 100%, deixa o médico fazer isso.
Tô fazendo mesmo. Eu tô usando no mínimo uma bandagem em cada área, porque eu tenho visto bastante, estudado um pouco sobre o material usado aqui.
Perfeito. Awesome! Alguma pergunta?
Adrenalina.
Eu tenho uma
né?
pergunta.
Adrenalina.
Essa é mesmo.
Qual que é
Às
a
vezes nós
pergunta?
vamos aplicar
Yeah,
a
no, I
noradrenalina pra
appreciate
pessoa.
him
Às
for
vezes a
doing
pessoa chega
this.
aqui inconsciente e nós precisamos dar uma dose de adrenalina. E às vezes a pessoa
His
parece
name
ser
is Victor,
intolerante à
but I don't know like
adrenalina. Ela
if he streams or
simplesmente
what
não
he
reage, não levanta.
what his username.
Okay, perfect.
see.
This one never happened to me.
427.
But yeah, it's a common complaint of some sort, if you want to put it like that. So sometimes when patients are not feeling super well, and we administer
This is the translator.
epinephrine and norepinephrine, if you know what I mean, to try to reanimate them.
Noodle
just
arms.
doesn't. I'm sorry.
We've been calling it noodle arms, where your arms are just so weak and noodly that you can't help people to their feet.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I personally have never experienced it. But sometimes it happens
Me neither.
after one patient, sometimes it happens after 10. There's a couple theories on why it's happening, such as maybe you're helping people too quickly, or maybe the person you're helping isn't actually where you think they are. But that doesn't seem to be the case every time. What we've been doing is the doctors will just come over and ask one of us to help the person to their feet because they've already done everything, and then they just go take a nap and fix it.
Okay.
That's been our solution right
Yeah.
now, unfortunately.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
Dá uma
basically
dor.
just ask for help.
Yeah,
It's the
right now
solution.
it's ask for help and take a quick little nap break. That is
Okay.
something that I believe is also being looked into.
The doctor takes a nap.
Yeah, the doctor takes a nap because they're the one who
Okay.
can't help people to their feet. So.
Gotcha. Então, com relação a isso que ela falou, né, que eles estão fazendo lá,
Just
os
blurting out
doutores que
noodle
não
arms
estão
confused him. Yeah, I
conseguindo,
felt bad.
não tá surtindo
And she had a
efeito a
question.
medicação, eles dão uma dormidinha, dão uma cochiladinha, porque tem algumas teorias do porquê que isso acontece. Às vezes é porque você ajudou muita gente muito rápido, você administrou a dose
sim.
muito rápido, muita gente, e outro é só porque às vezes a pessoa não
I do
tá
too.
lá onde você
I
pensa que
love
ela
her.
realmente tá. Os seus olhos te enganam.
Ah, sim. Ok. I got it.
Essas são as soluções.
Correto. Aí tem que tomar um chazinho de camomila. Ok.
Uhum.
Eu tinha duas perguntas. Posso fazer?
Pode fazer.
Tá bom.
Em relação a ICU.
In English, please. In English.
I heard
Sophia.
ICU.
Não, mas é porque o que acontece? Eu não sou médica, eu não posso fazer essa pergunta.
Claro que
curiosidade
pode.
de uma
Sim,
secretária.
qual que é a pergunta?
I'm not a doctor, that's why I'm not
Just
asking.
because she's not a doctor, she can't
Okay,
ask
I'm gonna
questions.
ask them. I'm gonna ask them.
Of course you can
so
ask questions.
I'm just the front desk. That's why.
That's okay.
I'm gonna ask either way. There actually have two questions. One is about the ICU. How are you guys proceeding with that? Because I'm at the front desk, and sometimes I see like someone 6 or 7 times.
Yep.
Like a day. And then I started to put them like at a book just so I know and tell the doctor, that they've been here quite a few times, maybe too many times. And basically, like, when is it time, to maybe put them in ICU? Because they've been going through so many car accidents,
Oh, this is adorable.
Or
I
is
love
it
it.
something that it depends on if the person is feeling really, 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 really bad, and
I
not
love her.
just,
She actually
not
takes
really the
notes.
doctor's opinion on their health. I don't know how to put it.
So, there is a guy back there. His name is Jerry. He doesn't. I don't know about you guys, but our Jerry, he doesn't have his shit together yet. Like, you can talk to him, but he won't check anyone in. And the rooms themselves still feel a little unfinished, where you can't always see the person who is laying in the bed. When it comes to actually admitting people in the ICU, we've had a few where they've stayed overnight. We just bring them in there. We do all the motions that we would normally do, except checking them in with Jerry. And then they just wake up there the next day and they have to let us know. When it comes to who goes in, it usually depends on the severity. Their body decides when they need to go to ICU. So we had our very first one, I believe, was a friend of ours. He'd been in a severe car crash. He was mostly brain dead. He needed to stay in ICU for a little while. So we brought him back there. But some people are also very accident prone. We have frequent flyers. One of them, his name is James Randall. We probably see him every 10 minutes. Sometimes he doesn't even make it out the door. But he gets back up every time.
At least he doesn't have access to Mace Tower anymore.
At least he doesn't have Mama got up there the other day. Did you see that?
How did she get up there?
I asked her how she got up there, and she said, it called to me. That was all she could tell me, and the only way we could get her down was to get her down. She had to
Oh
jump.
my god.
So yeah, that's how we treat our ICU. Is
Okay.
when their body just cannot take it anymore, their body will let you know that they have to go to the ICU.
I got you.
Ok.
Então, antes de você fazer a sua pergunta, só para traduzir para o pessoal. Com relação à UTI, né?
Mostly brain dead,
O que elas
yes.
falaram é que
John Castle, he was actually brain dead.
Não tá,
We briefly
não parece
killed him.
pronta ainda para admitir pessoas para UTI.
We walked up to Castle and we said, "Stop being a little bitch just because your girlfriend's breaking up with you." And he did a slash me of didn't know that was happening.
Kiki,
He almost permaed.
em que tipo de casos é que essas pessoas vão pra lá? Quando o corpo delas te diz que tá na hora de ir pra UTI. Estão compreendendo? Estão seguindo?
Sim.
E quando é que o corpo diz que tem que ir pra UTI?
Eu acho que é...
Você vai saber.
Você vai saber.
Vamos descobrir.
That's someone saying go to ICU.
Ok. Entendi. Ok, parei pra pensar um pouco mais.
Okay. I got it.
We have a lot of new toys to play with, but we are still very much doing medical the same way we used to, where it's very much substance over style, I guess is the best way to say it. Like we do what we do, and we just use the tools as a guide to help us do what we do, as opposed to I have this, I have to do this, I have to make sure that I do this. It's not the end all be all for us.
Gotcha. Yep. Então, o que ela falou aqui agora é que, assim, nós temos novas ferramentas para brincar, mas que essas ferramentas são usadas como guia, né,
That's the best way to say it.
Para fazer as coisas acontecerem, mas que, de forma geral, toda a parte médica está sendo feita tal qual há 5 anos atrás. Aparentemente, elas são bem experientes, aí, já trabalham no ramo há 5 anos, há mais de 5 anos, né? Mas, enfim, se é que vocês me entendem, mas, enfim, e é isso. Esses brinquedos novos, assim como ela colocou, estão aí para guiar, não para determinar.
Okay.
That's how we've used the stress for ourselves, is when you started thinking about the substance over style, it became so much less stressful.
Ô, doutor Vitor, pergunta aí, porque sobre a questão se nesses 5 anos de experiência teve alguma grande
Hunster,
atualização
thank you for gifting me a
na
sub.
parte
I
do
appreciate
documento
you.
dela, sabe? Naquele documento.
So, it's been asked. You guys have quite the experience. 5 years plus of experience. During this period, did you guys have any updates in regards to procedures? How do you say that? SPPOs?
SOPs, the standard operating procedure.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's been a good way to get rid of a lot of the fluff, as it were. It's gotten rid of a lot of things that honestly we didn't really need in them, because they have us putting them in the MDT now. Not much is really.
We had to add a section on report writing.
Oh yeah, we did have to add a section on report writing. That's been the biggest change. Is we have them doing a lot more reports than we used to, because we fought for the MDT for years, and now we have it. We're gonna use it. Right now, we don't have a helicopter, and we don't have a fire truck, but we do have a boat.
Yeah, we do have a boat. You pull it out the same way you used to, except
it's 0 instead of 1.
It's 0 instead of 1.
We did not know we had a boat. We just assumed we didn't have a boat, and then one day someone went, "Hey, did you know we have a boat?" And I went, "What do you mean?"
Eu não quero saber do barco, não. Eu quero o helicóptero.
I miss my helicopter.
Hoje eu fui 3 vezes a Paleto. Eu cheguei lá, não tinha ninguém.
I think I already know
Oh,
what
He
he's
also
saying,
misses
even
the
without knowing what he's
helicopter.
He had to
saying.
go to Polito. He had to go to
Yeah.
Polito 3 times.
Yeah.
And no
Yeah.
chopper.
We have started when hunting got popular, we would occasionally send a doctor or two to Sandy Shores. I don't know if you have people who like to hunt yet. Let's see.
I'm not sure how
you
popular hunting
do!
is.
Yesterday, there was a guy here. He got bitten by a mountain lion, I believe.
Yeah.
Dr. Yoko
Oh
treated
my.
him.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of people with him too. The guy hurt.
There is a hospital up in Sandy Shores. It's not as finished as this one. You can't get supplies there or anything. It's actually quite nice though. So on occasion we'll send like a couple EMS up there and a couple doctors up there to kind of station for the people in Polito. But I also understand the drive to Polito. I've actually been to Polito so many times that I have disabled my ambulance at one point just with a simple tap of a local and been like, I hate everything. Someone please come get me. No, I miss my helicopter. I was flight
feel
chief.
the
I miss
pain.
it a lot.
Oh.
I
But
hope it's back soon.
I do too.
Same.
But it's pretty much we've also been kind of been like, hey, I've taken all of the Polito calls. Can somebody else get them, please? We try to take turns because we do. I don't know about you guys. We do a call rotation, so everybody gets a turn. And sometimes it just ends up where the same person is going to the same kind of call just because that's the timing of it.
Oh my.
It's like our senior buns ambassador.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So in regards to as you just mentioned, stationary EMS / doctors staying at strategic places. That's something you guys do, correct? You mentioned it.
We do it when we
back in
have the
way here?
staffing for it. Mm.
Okay, got you.
E tem mais
Então,
uma coisa, Dr. Vitor.
Hum.
Pergunta pra eles como é que eles estão usando o MDT. É o lugar onde faz os reportes. Tipo, é todo paciente ou é como?
She's asking how do you guys use the MDT? Is it for every patient?
No,
is it
that would
some
be
cases?
so much.
Yes, that would be
We do
a lot.
it on patient request. We also do it for crimes. We don't do it for every single one because technically just punching your friend in the face is assault, you know? But like it basically the baseline is if you think it's going to go to court, maybe write a report about it. Again, it's not
That's a
every
nice way
single
to
time.
think about it.
Yeah, it's not every single time because otherwise I'd be writing a report every time I go to Senior Buns because somebody got stabbed.
I mean, I usually do just because
Oh,
it's funny to
gotta-
have
It is
the running
funny.
series.
Yeah, we do have.
You gotta have the like the understanding that in what cases could be turned into a court
Yeah.
case and whatnot.
Yeah, we do have some that we do just because it's funny. We have a guy, his name is Bobby Charles. He's unanimously hated by the entire city. So we actually have a series of all of the times that he's been stabbed, and the titles get more and more unhinged as time goes by. One of them was Bobby Charles stabbed once more with feeling, for example. So they just get more and more unhinged. But there are things like, hey, I found a dead body. I'm gonna write a report on that. Or hey, this person was like attacked and it was severe. I'm gonna write a report on that. Because while the doctors I know also do reports, EMS are gonna see things on scene that the doctors don't. So it's good to have on scene, this was their condition, this is what happened. I also saw this, I observed this. Meanwhile, the doctors have EMS brought them in. These are their injuries at that time. This is what I did. This is what happened. So it kind of builds up a timeline if the court needs that.
Completely understandable. I got you. Então, com relação ao MDT e reportes e tal, não é em todo caso, né? Isso seria humanamente impossível de fazer para todos os pacientes. Os casos em que são feitos são casos, como ela colocou, que você acredita que possam
It's like
ir
I'm
para a corte.
listening to
Ou
my
seja,
family
casos
on
em
the phone.
que possivelmente hajam
I'm so used to
tenham
standing in a
relação com
room
crime.
and
né?
not knowing what people
Ela
are
também falou
saying,
que não são
and
todos os
I
casos.
hate that for me.
Lá, para elas, né? O Senior Buns é um local de alto incidente, de alta taxa
I've
de
been to so
incidência
many
de
family gatherings
facadas.
where I just
de
don't know what's
pessoas.
being said around me.
Então, e não é para todos os casos, mas assim, você acha que tem alguma coisa que tem um fundamento criminoso e tudo mais, de que forma que é feito? IMS faz em cena o reporte inicial. Observei tal coisa. Isso aqui
Well, he's
tal
just
coisa, em tal
translating what I
local.
said.
Fiz isso. E aí, quando chega pro médico, o IMS passa isso pro doutor e ele vai fazer como se fosse uma linha do tempo também. O paciente chegou para mim dessa forma. Eu fiz isso com o paciente. Eu tratei dessa forma. Que esse é o tipo de coisa que, eventualmente, né, a gente quer estar preparado para caso isso vá para a corte.
He's doing a great job.
Ok.
I'm not. I wish I was.
Eu
I
acho
really,
que
really
eu,
wish I
pelo
was.
menos, não tenho mais perguntas. Eu acho que elas foram bem claras e sanaram todas as nossas dúvidas.
E em questão os documentos, a gente vai receber os documentos depois?
Eu acho
não?
que isso acabou. Eu acho que meio que talvez não seja necessário, porque o que eu entendi é que os documentos permanecem praticamente iguais, sem
Com
tanta
exceção
coisa
dessa
que não
seção
era
do
útil,
reporte.
com essa seção do reporte que a gente mesmo, eu acho que vocês mesmos, no caso, não eu, mas vocês mesmos podem estar fazendo, assim, colocando pontos do que. É basicamente o que ela colocou, entendeu? É o que o IMS tem que colocar em
Como
cena.
fazer de reporte,
Exato. Eu acho que isso
I am glad
talvez
we
não
did it
seja
this
nem
way, as
necessário, porque
opposed
não
to
é
just
muita coisa
doing it
para
in
ser
a chat,
adicionada se
though,
pensar
because
bem.
this is
Só
so much
é
easier.
a parte de reporte. É para ter especificado isso, né?
I have a question myself. It probably could have been answered by maybe one of the two doctors here already, but I'm gonna ask it anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's not every day you get the chance to ask questions. So I've noticed some of the guys around, they kind of how can I say this without fucking up? I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. Reputation.
Oh, yeah.
Reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So does that apply to us, or is that something
No,
to be thought of futurely?
No, so I think it's just because of the nature of their job. That's just the only ways they just have to think about having a reputation with somebody. But the lifelines, they don't care any better or less of us for anything. We have had a few issues where some doctors and some medics have the other bosses around town have stopped liking them just for working EMS. Very much not intended. If it happens, just kind of let somebody know, and it generally gets fixed pretty quickly. Veronica, I think,
Gotcha.
managed to get to negative 75,
I
75,
think
right?
it was 80.
Yeah, Veronica
Oh
was
my.
negative 80 at one point. She finally told somebody, and like the next day, she was in the positives.
Ok.
Yeah, so it doesn't really mean anything. I don't have a tablet to look, but there should be some that are listed in blue and some that are listed in green. The ones that are listed in green don't have any effect on anything.
Oh, I see. I see. Perfect. I haven't bought my tablet yet, so I have no
I'm
clue
trying to
what
buy
you're
a
talking
house,
about.
so I've been
but
keeping track of it like crazy.
Oh, gotcha. Well, anyways, alguém tem mais alguma pergunta?
Alguma pergunta, gente?
Não tenho mais nenhum.
Não, mas se você puder traduzir o que ela tinha falado, por favor.
A gente traduz, a gente traduz.
trying
Mas
to get my
em relação à experiência, você pode pegar em outros trabalhos,
chat can see
sabe?
the cat
É,
se a
com
gente
relação a
tem pontos.
o quão bem os outros chefes por aí vão te tratar de você estar
Exato.
trabalhando.
Se
de
acontecer por
lifelines
acaso
hate EMS and
de algum
doctors.
chefe te tratar muito mal, você tem que avisar a diretoria aqui do hospital, que aí a gente tenta resolver. Entendeu? Mais ou menos?
Isso.
Uhum, entendi.
Outro
Obrigada.
chefe.
Isso é para
de que forma?
outros trabalhos.
Outros trabalhos.
O que me
Pode
vem à
ser
mente
que-
que entra toda hora aqui, Group 6, por exemplo.
É.
Uhum.
Se você se você for falar com o chefe do grupo Six e ele, por exemplo, não quiser te contratar porque você trabalha no hospital, não quiser que você trabalhe para ele, porque você trabalha aqui, a gente tenta resolver esse problema para você.
Ah, tá, beleza.
Isso.
Mas a gente não tem pontuação de reputação nesses cargos aí, igual os outros cargos da cidade. É isso.
Sorry,
I
just
think
something
that's
that
all
was
for
brush it.
questions.
Okay.
Is there perhaps anything you guys would like to show us, or I don't know?
So I've noticed something that I don't think most other EMS or doctors have noticed. There's been a lot of worry of like, when you're looking at the diagnostics tool, you're very focused on it, right?
Yes.
So it's like, say this bed is a patient, and you're like, oh man, I'm just looking at this patient. You can, while, like, say you're putting bandages on someone, like, hang on. Like, I'm looking at Veronica. I don't have any bandages to put on her, but say I am. If I escape out of doing, like, what I'm doing, like, if I escape out of the diagnostics tool, I'm still putting the bandages on her, but now I can be like...
Oh.
Now I can be like, all right, I'm just going to do this.
Oh, there's
I can still do this. And then as soon as I'm done with the bandages, I just look at her again, and my eyes are fixed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can look around while giving someone bandages, and you can do things while checking someone
I'm
over.
so happy. I'm so happy.
It's something I discovered it by accident one day, and you can even test it on me if you'd like. You can give me bandages, escape out of the diagnostics, and do something if you want, and then just look at me again, and then use
Tem
it.
algum
I've worked my.
Eu tenho. I have.
Yeah.
I've worked my way around this particular thing by using my F8 muscle.
Oh, thank you.
Myself, but that's
See,
that's me.
I don't think about that like ever. It's not something. One day I was like, I want to be able to look over my shoulder because we're out on the field. So like, let me.
Yeah, see, last time I did that, I accidentally took a nap.
Nice. So now I'm still giving her bandages, but also I am now doing this. And then when I'm done, I look at her again and I'm squared. Means I can, yeah.
Okay.
But also I might do the same thing that V did, where if I think about that, I'm just gonna take a nap. I've done it before. I went to reset my MDT and I took a nap instead, which I guess does the same thing, but
Yeah.
it's annoying. So that's a little workaround that I've noticed.
That's perfect. Uma coisa que ela tá falando aqui, quando você tá analisando o paciente, tá ali focado no diagnóstico, às vezes você fica muito focado, não dá para você fazer outras coisas, enxergar, prestar atenção no ambiente, enfim. E o que ela faz, enquanto ela tá fazendo o procedimento ali, colocando uma bandagem, um torniquete, enfim, ela escapa da situação e ela consegue continuar fazendo tudo normalmente, como se...
I think I just made their day.
Não vai... Isso, e não vai parar de aplicar a bandagem quando ela faz isso.
Eu sei.
E aí você pode, enquanto isso, tá aplicando as coisas, entendeu? Colocando band-aid, mexendo no paciente, e depois você volta a ficar focado nele.
Isso.
Yeah.
Só uma diquita aí.
Ah, sim. Aqui a gente conseguiu fazer de boas.
E como eu falei, né, para elas, a forma que eu lido com isso, apesar de não sair do foco ali, do hiperfoco, eu até prefiro ficar hiperfocado, né? Eu gosto de utilizar meu músculo aí.
Why didn't you do it the second time? Because the diagnostics tool pops back up. And if you don't look at them the second time, it won't go away.
Eu tenho muita dificuldade de checar a parte abdominal dos pacientes, muitas das vezes.
So I put a band-aid on her.
Eu também.
And I make it go away. I can now look around, all that good stuff.
It's a common thing with doctors, it seems. It's been asked.
It's gonna pop back up.
Sometimes
so
we
now I'm like
we struggle
this. That's why I have to look at her again.
Diagnostic the chest of patients as a doctor or EMS when they're laying down on the bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had doctors help me up and then have me stand up at times because they're having such a hard time checking over my torso. I don't know if there's an easier way to mitigate that.
Sometimes I think it might also depend on the bed they're in, I've noticed. Like, I've seen where, like, some beds more commonly have that issue than others. Like, the beds along this wall of the ER, I've had problems with, but the beds along this wall of the ER, I've been okay with. And then sometimes when they're laying at a weird angle on the ground, like if they're on a hill, it gets a little annoying because it's like, I can't see shit. It's not even just their torso. Sometimes it's like their leg, and it's like, I can't check your
Yes,
leg
I've
because your
noticed.
arm is in the way.
The torso is the worst, though. At least for me.
Yeah.
personally.
That is something that, yeah. If you can't see it, our doctors have been doing what they can while they're on the bed, and then they have them stand up and they do like a double check of like, hey, I just want to do one more look before you go, just to make sure, and then they check that torso.
Perfect. Então, com relação a isso, né, vai acontecer eventualmente de ter algumas partes que você não vai conseguir fazer o diagnóstico.
I gave you guys cat tags, by the way.
O que ela falou é que algumas macas são mais é mais possível disso acontecer. São as macas desse lado da parede que ela apontou. E em comparação com as macas desse outro lado da parede, são mais tranquilas. E o que os médicos estão fazendo lá você faz o tratamento normal das partes que você consegue ver, e aí o que você não conseguir ver, eventualmente você pede para o paciente levantar e fala assim, olha, antes de você ir, eu só preciso fazer um último check-up, e aí eu já te libero. Aí você faz em pé mesmo.
Tranquilo. Fechado.
This is fun.
Perfect.
I like this.
It's solved.
I like teaching people.
Eu acho que é tudo isso.
Nós alugamos elas por quase uma hora.
Vocês querem levar elas só elas ali dentro pra elas verem se são essas as que a gente tá marcando mesmo? As camas, no caso? Só pra ter certeza?
Okay, I think that's it for questions. We just want to make sure with you guys what are the beds we're referring to, the better beds.
Here we go.
If I might say.
I love this new appearance for the tools. So this has just been my personal experience. I usually have the problem where I can't see torsos on these beds. And then those beds are usually okay. Yeah.
These here?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys been having problems with those beds? I'm seeing red signs on them.
The first four, yes.
The first four are the local doctor.
Yeah. And then these ones here, I've seen them falling. I don't know how to say it. Like they fall sometimes to they just break.
Kind of collapse.
Yeah, they kind of collapse.
I did watch you just nudge that one. They all do it. These guys, I think, probably are the worst about it. The first four we definitely have noticed are the local doctor. Have we had problems with the G6 bags lately?
Not in the last few days, but we definitely did last week, and that's how I broke my ribs.
We had a problem where Group 6 workers were getting hurt, but they still had bags on their back. And if you put them in a bed, the bed would flip over.
Okay. And we
God.
get them all the time. We get like G6 people all the time.
Yeah,
We're number
that's,
one patients.
It was also doing it to our ambulances and causing what we call carnados, where our ambulances would just fly through the air because there was a bag on their back.
Carnados, I'm sorry, I'm laughing about it.
I caused one with an IFAC.
In this case, what can we do? Like, do we take
the patient
the bags?
has to take a nap.
They have to take. Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
only fix we've been able to figure out so far. We've tried having them thinking about clearing props. We've tried having them. There have been a couple. I think we had one doctor who was robbing the bags off of them to hold them themselves and then giving them back after. I think that helped, but if you could still see the bag on their back, even if they didn't have the bags anymore, it was still
They
happening.
would have to take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay. So either way, you have to
I
go
think
through.
I personally think that's that might not be an issue anymore.
It might, yeah, it might not. I mean, I feel like it might still happen, but
yeah, because when I was working like some shifts ago, there was this guy with like holding a log to his shoulders, and nothing bad besides the log getting stuck on him.
we have had a few emotional support logs come through.
Oh, really?
We had some tires. We had
lumberjacks.
some tires yesterday. Yesterday we had some tires. People with tires, like emotional support tires.
Car doors, tires.
Yes,
Yeah. Hubcap really
Yeah.
loves his doors, so we are very used to that too.
Okay, got.
I think the problem was really only with the group 6 bags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the ones were fine. The tire ones, they just came and went.
never happened to me.
Yeah,
Então,
just
que ela
every now and then the beds like to flip over. That's what we've had with all of them.
Oh, I've only seen these ones, but the doctors know more about it, I think.
Yeah, number 18 over there, I once watched flip over onto a patient, and the patient didn't see it, but we all did.
Oh.
Yeah, he was under the bed, and the bed was upside down.
So basically, we just need to keep in check of like case by case, and try to minimize things as best as they come, I guess.
Yeah,
There's
we've
nothing
just
more.
kind of been rolling with the punches, as it were. The fuck?
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. Então, elas comentaram aqui sobre uma situação que estava acontecendo com mais frequência, aparentemente parou, né? Que é com relação às bolsas da Group 6, que estavam, enfim, causando com que tanto ambulâncias quanto as macas se colapsassem.
Quebrassem.
E aí, enfim, as bolsas que ficam nas costas das pessoas, já viram alguém andando com essas bolsinhas por aí?
Sim, sempre tem um.
It stopped. I don't know what that was. It might have been a fire, but I don't smell anything.
Mas aparentemente não tem acontecido mais, né? Só ficar ligeiro com isso, que pode ser isso a causa do problema.
Também
caso algum dia venha acontecer.
Tem acontecido é que a gente não tá conseguindo tirar certas pessoas da ambulância. Tá dando problema.
No, that wasn't the smoke alarm battery getting old. That's an occasional
Como assim,
chirp.
certas pessoas?
Porque tem umas que dá, tem outras que não dá, que a gente não consegue tirar da ambulância. Elas ficam presas, entendeu?
E elas estão com a... Não,
They're all so nice. I
se
love
tivesse uma
them.
característica, às vezes, que tava
This
se
has been really
repetindo,
cozy.
ficasse mais fácil. Mas a gente
Não,
pergunta aí, doutor.
não.
Vai...
Já vai estar sempre mudando, tá sempre mudando.
às vezes tem bolsas... Ok.
Another question, EMS-wise, it's been noted that in some cases, some patients just get stuck in the ambulance and they cannot be taken out, actually.
Usually we have to have the locals help us with that one. They'll
locally impound it.
Yeah. And
Luckily,
then
our parking's right here.
it's really the only way to get them out. Short of them taking a nap, but...
Ok, got you. Então, o jeito que elas estão fazendo para solucionar
I think that
isso
anything that we have in server right now
local,
is already live
e aí o
in
paciente
this server.
sai do carro,
So when
forçado pra
I
fora.
logged into this server last night after making Kiki,
tirar uma sonequinha, né? Mas normalmente é fazer
it was
o local
after
impound
their reset. So they had done a reset while I was making character, remember? They already had the cute little triangular like UI for the locks and stuff.
Não, mas é isso.
Anything that we have, they already have.
A pessoa tira uma soneca.
They didn't have to suffer through
Entendeu? Você dá
the stuff that we
E a
did.
pessoa também tira o soneca.
Ok, perfeito.
Qualquer
Acho que
coisa.
Yeah, they also have the new rentals
Enfim.
already.
Acho que não tem mais dúvidas. Por enquanto ainda não.
Why do you hold your tummy?
Acho que seria só isso.
I, I believe that's it.
Okay.
We appreciate you guys coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's really
Absolutely.
Anytime.
really great
Thank
of
you
you.
so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Rose.
And if we learn
Thank
anything
you.
else that might be helpful, we'll pass it along.
All right. Look
Yeah.
forward to.
Yeah.
If we do learn stuff as well, I mean, I don't know if you guys want for us to share the knowledge as well.
That would be great.
Let me know.
Whatever's helpful. We're
Sure.
kind of just faking it till we make it half the time. So
I just hired what,
You
like
just
20
described.
I
You
just
just
doubled.
described how I graduated.
I doubled the size of the department yesterday. Yes,
Oh,
we just hired 20 new
huge.
people.
That's huge.
nice.
Yeah, but that is also after a month of doing this. So it's a lot sooner than I thought I would be doing it. And we might be hiring more
Yep.
people this week.
Oh my.
Yeah,
I
we
wish
did this
you
to
hire
ourselves.
more
More
Good
people here
luck.
too. We hope to hire more people here too soon.
Yeah, it took us a few weeks. Our doctors went crazy with hiring people, but we've been taking it slow.
You guys were like
we're
more
taking it
careful.
slow as
Okay.
well.
Oh, good.
I like to believe.
You'll avoid probably the problems that we're currently having with some of our doctors.
Oh, we had I
Oh.
think a few problems.
A lot of them are former criminals who even the doctors are like, they're probably going to go back to a life of crime, but it'll be nice to have
Here
them while we have
for a
them.
good time, not for a long time.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have this stuff
Yeah.
So it's been
when we go
it's been
to
a
hire
try.
people.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
just be
It's
careful.
been interesting having them around the hospital, but
Oh, it really
eventually they're
has.
gonna be back
And we
shooting
have
cops.
former drug lords now treating people. That's really something.
What the
What?
Yeah, we have one doctor. His name is Reed.
They took lives. Now
he-
they save lives.
They took lives. Now they save them. He has an emotional
Treasonists.
support knife. We have ex-treasonists. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ex-terrorists.
Oh
People
my.
we fought in a war against.
Yeah, that's
Oh
been.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, we didn't do the fighting. We did the medical, but
People.
state fought
yeah. Yeah. Now they're doctors. And some of them are EMS.
EMS.
It's fine.
But the ones
From-
who were EMS were
We vetted.
From Green Reaper to Blast Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
path to
apparently
salvation.
some of them are already trying to get up to stuff while being doctors. I don't know if you've looked at High Command chat, Veronica.
I did.
But that's an interesting development right there.
Mm.
Probably suss out who it
Oh
is
my.
too.
Yeah, same.
So
Okay.
Probably.
thank you so
Julio.
much, girls. Thank
Yes,
you
of course.
for sharing your knowledge with us. I appreciate that. And we girls needs help, call Dr. Yoko. Okay?
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank
And it was
you.
nice to meet you as well. It was nice to meet all
Nice
of you.
meeting you too.
Yeah, it's nice
Mhm.
meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
All right,
Doutor
we'll
Vitor,
get
você
out
vai
of your
estar
hair
levando
so
elas
you guys
até
can
o
focus on work.
Você tem
Eu tô
Ou você é
com
pobre?
um carro aí. Não, eu sou pobre, mas eu tô com um carro aí.
Entendi.
Mas eu ficaria muito feliz se outra pessoa pudesse se voluntariar pra levar elas pro aeroporto. Porque eu preciso fazer um
Ah,
negócio
tá,
ali.
tá.
Does your tummy hurt?
Ok.
posso
Eu não
levar,
dirijo
meu
muito.
carro tá aí.
Você
Tá com
pode
o carro
levar
aí?
porque eu não
Ah, ok.
dirijo bem, não.
Ah, mas você pode ir comigo?
É, vai com ela.
É.
Eu posso.
Vamos lá.
We're gonna take you guys to the airport or where you guys wanna go?
Yeah, if you want to take us to the airport, that'd be great.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to stick around a little bit more, you know.
Veronica said
senior bonds.
Veronica said there were some things she wanted to take care of before she heads home for the
Yeah,
night. So
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
dragging
perfect.
someone kicking and screaming on duty if I can.
Finn?
I'll have to think of it. I was gonna say Benny, but
Perfect.
Oh.
maybe I'll drag Finn if he's
All
not
right, we'll
busy with
see.
other stuff.
All right, well, thank you guys. A ride to the airport would be
Thank
great.
you.
I can't afford a rental.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too
Perfect.
expensive.
Yeah, I kind of miss them
Okay.
being $100.
this was 2 days ago, we
Yeah.
we'd be talking a different story, but
Gente, eu vou levar elas no aeroporto e a gente volta já. Por aqui, por aqui. For this way, for this way.
Oh, the other way, the other way.
Eu vou descansar. Boa noite, gente.
Again, appreciate you
Thank you,
guys.
bros.
Sorry I'm not
Of
taking you back to
course.
the airport. Hope
It's
you have
okay.
a nice trip back home. And anytime.
You guys stay safe.
stay safe.
You too.
Invite us back
Thank
anytime.
you. Bye-bye.
Whew. Poor
I'm a
Kiki.
terrible
She's poor.
driver, but I'm trying.
I mean, it's okay.
None of our maps
Doc,
know how to
where's
drive
the
except
car?
for
Where's
the
my
ones
car?
that were.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Where's my car?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Did you park it here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a rental? You should be able to track it in the vehicle app.
No, Sophie. Sophie will
Oh.
resolve this with
Oh.
show us. Oh my god. She's
Did it
running.
get towed? Oh, no.
Or no. Or yes. I'm confused.
Oh, no.
Impounds everywhere.
Wait, did it get impounded?
Oh,
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Maybe. We are getting the other car. We're getting the other car.
Okay. Oh, no.
Meu Deus, ele tava bem ali.
Ih, foi impoundado.
It was most likely impounded though.
Oh,
I
God.
think the other days they said we should like park over there and not
Yeah,
here.
we have been marking cars for tow in our emergency lane that aren't ambulances or PD cars. Because
Yeah.
we've had medics straight up get run over just for standing like where we're standing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Most
we
of the
have
people coming to ER are people
They got
that
ran
have
over.
been run over either by a
Yeah.
friend or foe or
Cheguei pra te dar
whoever.
chave.
someone
O carro tá
attacked your
ótimo.
car.
So you guys saw it was parked, right?
It wasn't there
was-
anymore, was it?
It was there, but it's new condition. You
Oh,
guys saw me drive.
wait.
I didn't crash. I didn't do
No,
shit.
yeah, no, the car was in great shape when we got here. I don't know what this is.
Ok, eu acreditei que tá com as chaves aí já.
Tô com elas.
Tá
Ok.
ótimo o seu carro. Ótimo.
Nossa.
It's an
Here.
adventure.
Sophie, coloca o aeroporto aí no GPS pra
I
mim.
love this.
Oh, car was
Thank you,
parked,
girls.
and
Have a
that's
nice day.
how
Nice to
it
meet
comes
you.
back to me. Cool. Look at the rear. Fuck
I've never
me.
been to the airport.
Fuck me. You guys have a nice trip back home.
You too. Stay safe.
Here
I don't
we
think
go.
I actually traveled abroad. Where is the airport?
It is.
I never took.
There you go.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
I
right
never
there.
took a plane out of the city. I've been living here my whole life.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
put your seat belts.
Oh, seatbelts.
Oh yeah, I've got mine on.
Ooh.
We may not arrive there because Dr.
Oh, no!
Yoko, I don't think she's the most trusted driver.
I understand. I understood that. Okay.
It's fine.
Just a
This is
little-
fine. She hasn't hit anything yet.
Yeah, yet. But how are you guys liking? I mean, the visit is short, right?
This is nice.
mostly for teaching.
I
Right.
like doing this kind of thing, so I don't mind.
Hmm.
It's been nice. It's been nice meeting you guys, and I'm glad that we can help you with what we've suffered through for a month. So now you guys don't have to experience it the same way
Yeah.
we did, where I wake up pulling my hair out like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I've been working here for just a few days, but the doctors, they're trying as best as they can to do everything. I feel really bad about everything because
Oh man.
they just, took it head on.
Yeah,
So
we
many
we
people
kind of
there.
got thrown to the wolves, and we were like, all right, I guess we'll
It took us-
figure it out.
What, like 2 days to get ambulances?
It took us several days to get any ambulances, and then I
We
had to
just got government radios.
I had
last
to
week,
beg
and
hands and knees on the ground, like, please, can we have the radios? We had to get our radios from the
Oh.
cops for a while.
Yeah, we had radios, and I think it's mostly thanks to you guys.
Yeah, well, it
You
happened.
really fought for us.
So one day I got asked, how many scuba tanks do you want? And I went, what do you mean, how many scuba tanks do I want? And so I went, please, dear God, please, can we please? And they were like,
Which,
oh yeah, done.
Something we forgot to mention with the scuba tanks. The oxygen does start to deplete as soon as you put it on,
yeah.
not just when you're in the water.
And they last about unused. They're 24 hours. And the air in it lasts for about 5 minutes.
Oh, nice to know.
Yeah. And they do not help in the sewers.
Oh, we haven't been there.
I had the opportunity to try it.
Oh, I probably won't have the opportunity though, because I'm just the front desk lady. But I wish you guys continue to stream at the ears of the head administrator of all the hospitals, so they can get us stuff.
I'm doing my best.
like the helicopter for Kiki, because he's desperate.
I want my helicopter. I miss my life flight. I miss flying.
I want my fire truck back.
Oh my god. I didn't realize the thing about Palito and the hunting. But when you guys talked about it, I felt so bad about, for Kiki, because he's been going there all the time.
Yep.
And I never thought about it because it's so far away.
It's a long drive, a lot of gas, and a lot of locals that can destroy your ambulance.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do a general meeting to get everything to everyone else that weren't here today. I tried to take as many notes as I could so I could give it to them later. But thank you guys for everything.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys stay safe, okay?
Hope you guys to see you eventually.
Oh yeah, I'd love to come back and
for
visit.
a visit, like for
a fun visit
not
instead
so
of a teaching visit.
A fun visit, exactly. Next time we have like a party or something, I'm gonna invite you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know.
I don't know when that will happen because
we'll figure it out.
I don't know when, but yeah, eventually for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you, girls. Have a nice trip.
Bye bye.
You too.
Have a
Good
safe
luck.
drive.
They're really nice.
Now it's time to drag Finley's ass on duty. Or Benny.
Or Benny, one of the two.
Is this store actually... Alright, I will see you on the plane.
Alright, bye. I am gonna end it there, because that was literally all I was streaming for, was I wanted to stream that. I'll probably be back in server in a little bit. I need to go... Is it time for bonus Cyberpunk stream? No, not today. I am gonna send you to somebody. Do any of the people that we just met stream, honestly? I don't know if any of them stream. I don't even know where. Hang on. Do any of them stream? It's okay if they don't. I totally get it if they don't. But that was fun. I liked that a lot. If not, you know what? I'll just send you to here. I'll send you here because I don't think I've had a chance to ever raid this person before. Alright, as always, thank you for coming to this very, very short stream. Again, this was just, I wanted to stream this, and I didn't know how long it would take, but I wanted to be able to stream it. Also, it's very helpful to have the clips and stuff for them if they need it. But if you follow, thanks for following. If you sub, thanks for subbing. If you gifted subs, thank you for gifting subs. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I'll be back with a normal stream tomorrow that will go for the normal amount of time of just until I pass out, because that's how I work. But I will see you guys later. If you haven't, you should join the Discord, !Discord. You can check out the memes, meta, the art, the clips, and also know exactly when I go live and what I'm going live with. You can also check out our YouTube and Rainbow Bee VODs, where you can see Kiki's journey through 3.0. We're working on getting the 4.0 VODs put up there. Other games I've played, other characters I've played, other servers I've played, and stuff like that. Things to fill the time when I'm not streaming on the weekend. Again, you're probably gonna see Kiki in server, but I'm gonna be taking it easy while I try and get some people trained. Go give Dust Monkey, who plays Solomon, lots and lots of love, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!